Welcome everybody back to Kong Academy. Today we are going to be focused on doing some vaults. Now, when we do our vaulting today, you're going to have three options on what you're going to use for a vault. Now, the best option that you can use when you're going to be practicing inside vaults is a couch. So if you can pull your couch out into an open space in the living room, that's going to be the best object that you can use for doing your vaults. If you can't use a couch or you don't have access to a couch, you can use kind of like a bench or an ottoman, and that will help you be able to do your vaults, and that'll be a good structure. And that's an okay option, or a good option. And an okay option is going to be if you just like stack some pillows up. But a couch is going to be your best option. If you don't have that, a bench. And if you don't have that, just stack up some pillows on the ground, and we'll call that good, okay? So today we're going to be focused on doing some of our parkour vaults. But when we do our vaulting today, I want you to be focused on that, on the learning process. When you are learning a new skill, it's not easy, and it's going to be difficult when you are starting to learn a new skill. So when you fall and you are trying to develop a skill, I want you to understand that falling is part of learning. So when I say falling, you say is learning. Falling is learning. Falling is learning. And that's okay. The idea is, though, I want you to be safe when you're practicing today. So be wise about what decisions you choose to make. Make responsible choices. If you feel like something is too hard or something is a little tricky, I want you to change it for yourself so you feel safe to try it, and then develop your skill over time. Don't be super aggressive and make a poor choice and get hurt. We want you to be responsible, and we want you to make a wise choice, okay? So we're gonna practice some vaults today, and we're gonna practice a lazies, and I'm gonna see if I can teach you what we in the parkour world call an Italian job, which is a crazy little lazy vault switcheroo. So we're gonna work on those two things today. And but before we do any of our vaulting skills, we always need to make sure that we prepare our body well. And we're gonna prepare our wrists primarily, because when we're vaulting, we're pushing off of objects with our hands, because a vault is passing over an object using your hands. So let's go ahead and get warmed up with some quadrupedal movement. And for 20 seconds, I just want you to QM around your room. You can go over obstacles or whatever you want to do, as long as you're safe, you are being kind to your parents' things. And hi, Teddy, how's it going? So we're gonna work on some QM. We're gonna work on vaults today. So everyone go ahead, and for 20 seconds, I'd like you to go ahead and do some quadrupedal movement. So go for it, 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I want you to kick up into 5 handstands. You don't have to hold them. You just have to try to kick up into them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Take a moment, hop up and down real quick. Hop side to side, and drop down. And I want you to QM for 10 seconds, any way you want to. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now I'd like you to do 5 log rolls. A log roll is where we lay flat and we roll over to our belly and over to our back. I want you to do that 5 times. Rolling all the way around and then all the way back. Just trying to keep your shoulders and feet off the ground, and then come all the way back. And then I want you to prop up, and we're gonna go from our QM pose. We're gonna roll across our back in a barrel roll, back up to the other side. Go ahead and do 3 more of those. 1, 2, 3. And then I want you to kick up into 5 handstands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now, our wrists should be pretty well warmed up. Our hearts should be going a little bit more. So take a deep breath and relax. The first move we're gonna practice is the lazy ball. So I have I don't actually own a couch, so I have my pretend couch here. And what I want you to do is I want you to stand where you would normally sit on your couch. And from here, I want you to put one hand down on the back, swing one leg over, the other leg over, put one hand down, and push. And this is the basic lazy ball. Now, you stand up on the couch cushions, hand down, leg, leg, hand, push. A lazy vault goes hand, leg, leg, hand, push. Hand, leg, leg, hand, push. So go ahead and jump up here, and I want you to go hand. And the leg that swings over first is this one that's closest to that arm. So it goes hand, leg, leg, hand, push. Let's try to do that, but this time I want you to try to do it without sitting your bottom on the back of the couch. So you're gonna hop up here, hand down, and I want you to swing your legs over without trying to touch your butt to the top, okay? So go ahead, Teddy, go ahead, everyone who's following along. I want you to hop up there, hand down, jump up and over without letting your bottom touch. And if you're really good at one side, I want you to try to start it on the other side. So you can do a lazy vault with your left hand. Try switching, starting with your right hand, bringing that right leg over first and over to your vaults. So let's try that again. You're just gonna hop up, lazy vault over, just like that. Very good. So there's this move called an Italian job that we really like to do, and it's really tricky, but it's also kind of simple at the same time. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with a basic lazy vault, and you're going to stand up on your couch. You're gonna put one hand down and start your lazy vault, but stop here on a sit. And you're gonna keep spinning back the other way that you came from. So it's doing one full circle where I start with a lazy vault and my legs keep spinning that direction over back to where I started. Again, it goes hand, leg, leg, keep spinning, back to where you started. Now, if you can do that, and I want you to try to do it with a little bit more what we call flow. So if I'm not gonna do it and be slow and ratchety, where I'm going here and I sit, and then I bring my other leg up, and then I try to spin around, and it's very disconnected. What I want you to try to do is make it nice and easy, where it kind of just rotates around without stopping. So you're gonna put your hand up and swing your legs over, and you're gonna use the pendulum of your legs that are swinging around. You're gonna keep that momentum going, and you're just going to bring your legs over and back to a sit. The nice thing about doing this on a couch is, and again, I don't actually have a couch, but if this is where I would sit and watch my TV or whatnot, then I'm gonna start here. And the nice thing about learning how to do this on a couch is if I start to do it and I fall backwards, I'm gonna fall and sit right onto the cushions of the couch. So give that a try and try on both sides. If you got one side really good, try doing your other side. Woo. So give both sides a try. Right hand down, swing your legs over and back. And after that side, go back the other way. And go back the other way. Woo. Nice. And remember, with having this thing here, if I was to fall backwards, it's nice because I get to catch myself onto the couch cushions. So that is what we call the Italian job. Show me your practice. I would love to see how you guys are doing with your lazy vaults, and then your added lazy vaults where you're spinning all the way around, what we call the Italian job. You guys did a really good job, and we're gonna teach you a couple more things that are gonna help you as you are doing your vaults. When you're doing vaults, you have what's called mobility, like how far can you move in a direction. And as you're doing more vaults, your wrists are going to need to be loosened up. So we're gonna put your hands on the ground, and we're just gonna do 5 wrist rocks, trying to stretch our arms out as much as you can going one way. And then I'm gonna have you point your fingers back towards you, and you're gonna come sit back and down, and you're gonna do 5 wrist rocks going this direction. And after you do 5 wrist rocks that direction, I'm gonna have you put your fingers out to the side. And I want you to do 5 wrist rocks side to side, opening up those wrists as much as you can. And then I'm gonna have you try something that is a little bit harder, but really good for your wrists. You're gonna open up your wrist, open up your wrist, make a fist and close, make a fist and close. And we're gonna do that a couple more times. I'm gonna fix my camera. And here, open up a wrist, open up a wrist, make a fist, make a fist. And we're just trying to open up the hands nice and easy. If that feels really uncomfortable to you, you can move your knees really close to your hands, or you could try it against a wall, okay? And there's one more mobility exercise that I really like, especially for vaults, is you're just gonna kind of sit here, and you're just gonna lift up into a crab walk position and back down. You're just gonna lift up, opening up your shoulders, stretching your shoulders as much as you can, and back down. And if you need something a little bit more challenging than that, you're gonna keep your hips up. You're going to rotate over, and then you're going to rotate back, but my hips are gonna stay up really, really high as I go over. Again, I rotate over, my hips stay high, my hips stay high. Then I'm gonna come back, keeping my hips up high, having to rotate around my shoulder by a lot, okay? So those are just a couple of extra flexibility drills that you can do to help you keep your body healthy when you're doing your vaults. And we got to practice lazy vaults. We got to practice our Italian job today. And I think you guys did a really good job. Teddy, great job today. I just want to give everybody thank you and for having us be a part of your day today. And remember that as you're starting to learn these skills, if you are falling and if they are tricky, learning or falling is part of that learning process. Just make a responsible decision as you're practicing, stay safe and have fun. And if you want to move with us more, you can join our Facebook group of online movers. And you can also join our 6 crickets classes if you're interested as well. So thank you so much for playing with me today. Go ahead and practice your vaults and go ahead and put your hand into the middle. And we'll all say this together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We start together, we finish together. We are a team, we help each other. Parkour. You guys did a great job today. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Show me your moves that you practice, and I'll see you then. Bye, friends.